So that's Duran Duran with Ordinary World, which I think applies to most of us who live here.
It was very good.
I don't know.
Well done.
I,
Good
I,
link.
I try and be clever about this stuff, but at the end of the day, it's Duran Duran. And the song's called Ordinary World, and in the music video, there was a woman with a lampshade on her head. And that, quite frankly, I find weird.
Yeah.
And I have Man Flu, and Lynette has also confirmed that it exists, so that's 4 people who've said it does. And
No,
only
it's
one.
not. It's 2-1.
Shut up. I can see.
You
Craig,
struggle to count with man flu. Is that what it is?
it's Karen, Craig, and Lynette, and Craig actually did it twice, so that counts twice. There you go. Have some of that.
Right. So it's just a lot of men complaining and women who don't want to believe that they've been tricked for the last 2 decades into believing that their husband's got man flu when he really doesn't.
Not really. I don't think you're very fair here. I think one day you'll get it, and then you'll know all about it. In fact, I hope you don't. I hope you don't even get anything.
Thank you. I
'Cause
appreciate
care.
that.
I was going to say testicular cancer, but you'd have to have testicles first. Man flu is what you get when you pound somebody hard and you
He's a he.
find. Thank you, Leon.
I agree, Leon. Well done. That's absolutely true. Chris has man flu. He does. If that is the definition of man flu, that man flu is what you get when you pound someone hard and find out that she is a he, then yes, Chris Forrest has man flu.
That's actually happened to me. I haven't pounded somebody hard, but I've almost snogged a he/she before, and it was very traumatic.
I want to hear that story.
It was very traumatic, I'll have you know.
Yes, let's dig up your trauma right here. I've got a major in psychology. I can help.
Okay, I've got a sergeant in Benoni, but see what I did there? So it was New Year's Eve.
Uh-huh.
We were in Cape Town. I'd had a lot to drink, as most.
Which New Year's Eve was this? How old were you?
It was the year after the millennium.
Okay, so you were quite old.
No, I was very young.
You
I
knew
was
what you were doing.
20
You were in your early 20s already.
early 20s, yes.
Yes.
So me and my friend Earl, most of my stories have my friend Earl in them. We were on Cape Town, Clifton 4, I think, which
Okay.
should have been a signal right away.
Right.
And we were having a competition, as you do on New Year's Eve, to see who could snog the most people.
That seems fair, yeah. That's the generally kind of chauvinist stuff that I used to do as well when I was
When you were in
my
your early 20s. So
Once I got one.
once you got one.
Yeah.
Well, at this point in the evening, because Earl's not a bad looking. Yeah, I was very drunk, Jean Fenter, just to answer your question. So I was on the beach. I was losing 6-2
Okay.
because
To Earl.
Earl's a good looking guy.
Okay.
So I'm 6-2 down, and I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I'm quite sexy when I'm drunk.
Oh yes, yes.
Yes,
You're very touchy,
yes.
very tactile.
So I'd refined my my pickup technique to I love happy years, give us a kiss, and it wasn't working so well for me. But there was this blonde who was there, and I thought, let's give it a go. And there she was, and as I went in, because she was keen, which should have been the first indicator that something was wrong. As I went in, there was like this sort of 5 o'clock shadow. You know, there's like slight stubble.
Right.
And then just in time, I was like, shit, you're a dude. And then I shoved her away and then tried to stumble away, but fell over. And then swore all my friends to secrecy.
And then told everyone in Balls Radio Land.
No, because then my friends being Early Rasmus and Paul Snodgrass proceeded to... They were like,
everyone
don't
in.
worry, Chris, your secret's safe with us. And then as soon as we got back to camp, Chris snogged the dude. And I didn't snog the dude.
I think you probably snogged the dude.
I've snogged other dudes.
I mean, you were quite drunk.
I do anything for money.
That's true. You will. Anyway, that was a disturbing story.
It was disturbing for me as well.
But you were telling us about how you were a he/she once. When
I
you used
wasn't
to
really
work
a
at
he/she.
Well, you were a bit when you used to work at MultiChoice.
I used to work in a big call center. And what I would do, it was when chat rooms first became big. And so I'd look who was on a chat room at work. And then I'd join the same chat room pretending to be a girl. And then I'd get the guy all excited that a woman was talking to him. This is a true story. So I'd get the guy to the point where he was saying all dirty stuff. And then I would go, ha ha ha, you're actually talking to an old man. And then watch his reaction, just for fun.
Right. I think you're now using these stories to try and become a gay icon like Madonna. Like, I think you've seen that there's money in it, and now you're trying to become like a gay icon.
Is Madonna a gay icon?
Well, she used to be. I don't know if she is anymore. She's a bit, weird.
She's a bit like mutton dressed up as ham.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, no, she's not nice. But she used to be a gay icon, like Liza Minnelli.
Kylie Minogue's a gay icon. I didn't know
Yes,
that.
yes, she
Until
is,
I went
yeah.
to go see the show.
Yet one more step towards you yourself becoming a gay
No.
icon.
Yeah, well, not quite. I got free tickets. What do you want to do? And I was taking my sister for her 40th birthday, and we were actually so close to.
Were you hoping to see the locomotion? Was she like, this is the girl that did the locomotion? Or did she know that?
She sang it for a little bit, but she
Ah.
knew she was kind of laughing, going, "Really? Is that still a hit here?" We were so close to Kylie Minogue, you could spit on her,
Did you? Did you spit on her?
which really pissed her off. Actually, she was like, "Get away from me, you weird fat dude." But yes, I did discover. You know, when you're looking around and it's a bit of a sausage fest.
Yeah. Good. I'm
What-
glad.
What's going on here?
Good for you,
oh,
Chris.
Oh, Kylie's a gay icon. I figured it out.
Yeah, so Chris Forrest is now available for any gay icon kind of activities.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Good for you. That's a good market to be in. There's a
I'm
lot
not
of
sure if
money.
I have the body for a gay icon. Those
No.
guys are pretty
No.
picky.
No, they are.
But it is always nice.
Like
you
the
know-
Sharks have the bodies for, like the rugby players. I know this because Alan Adams, our friend, always tells us just how hot the Sharks are.
Well, I'm sure the Sharks are the best gay rugby team in the country.
Yes.
By far.
Yes, 100%. I
Yes.
mean, who else can lay claim to that? Cheaters.
No, I think it's just the Sharks.
Exactly.
But anyway, we're going to move on from this.
Yes, because otherwise Chris actually may start making money.
Wait, there's another one. Man flu does exist. That makes it 5-1. Have some of that.
And then
Warren
they turn into
Robinson.
babies. Yeah, you are a baby, Chris. That's all that matters to me. Anyway, so I found an app of the week. Like,
Okay.
you know that Siri thing that they have on iPhone?
Wait, we need to introduce it.
Okay, do the app of the week music.
Didum. Shh. Warren surfs the internet too
Yes.
long because he has the app of the week. All right, let's go.
Okay, good. Anyway, so now, what was I going to say? Yes, so the app of the week is that iPhone thing, Siri, where you ask it questions like where can I find sushi, and then it finds you the nearest sushi restaurant.
Can
and
you
stuff.
actually ask Siri, where can I find sushi?
Yeah, and then it finds you a nearby sushi restaurant. It like lists all the sushi restaurants.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just that annoying thing that comes up when you push the screen trying to dial a number frantically.
But you see, Siri's not like clever. I mean, it just basically does an internet search for you.
Oh,
Essentially,
right.
I mean, you can't be like, hey Siri, talk dirty to me, and then, she'll arouse you. No, she'll like send you to rubbish collection or something. Like that's what Siri does. So anyway, so Google has now come up with their own app called Google Now, which is supposed to be the next level of this thing. I mean, as well as doing kind of simple Google searches on voice command, they promise that because they've got access to your, Google Plus and your emails and stuff, that they can predict what questions you're going to ask and send the answers to your phone before you actually ask them. Yeah, I mean, So basically yours will just be like, where can I find good porn? Where can I find good porn? And your phone will just keep pinging that, and your wife will be very suspicious.
Yes.
Anyway, but that's what it does. And it's come out this week. It's called Google Now. It sounds like a hell of an interesting app.
It does sound like it does. I was so interested there, I nearly fell asleep. But apparently Jean Fenter is a bit upset with us because we were punting the Sharks.
We're sorry, John.
We didn't mean to say nice things about the Sharks. I'm sure. Are you a Sharks fan, John? I do apologize for any offense caused. But you know what? We're allowed to say that stuff.
Did the Sharks win this weekend?
I don't know.
I think the default answer is no.
Well, I support the Lions, so I'm boycotting the Super 15 completely this year.
Fair enough.
Well,
That makes sense.
Yes, not completely.
Did the Lions have any of their players left? Or did they all go to other teams?
they
all go to the Kings.
They sent Elton Yankees as an undercover guy for the Stormers, so he can screw it up for them.
That's what happened to the Stormers this year. That makes sense. Okay, all right. Well, anyway, so this is this app. It's called Google Now. Go and look for it. It's awesome. You can ask the
You can ask for
things.
sushi, because that's
You
what a
can-
lot of people
you-
ask for.
You can pretend that you have a friend, essentially.
Yes.
That's basically.
So
what
how
it is.
does it work? Do you phone it, or do you just type in
No, it's
search
an
for
app.
sushi?
It's an app on your phone, and you click it open, and you can say into your phone, hello, where do I find sushi? And then it will find you all those options.
That does sound exciting.
Well, it's not exciting, but it's useful.
I'm excited.
No, I know, but you get excited over almost anything.
I
Have you
do.
heard your story about multi-choice?
Yes. Well, that was fun. Those are good times. Why are you knocking multi-choice? Next thing you're going to say bad stuff about the Sharks.
Yeah, I'm terrible that way. Just mock everybody who doesn't deserve it. Except for Vodacom, they do deserve it.
Ah, Well, of course.
You seem fixated with reading the Twitter stream. What's
I'm
going on?
having a sort of subversive conversation with John Fenter here.
Because he's sending Twitter tweets insulting you.
He's not insulting us. He said you guys fucked it up going over to the Sharks and you were doing so good.
Ugh.
And then he said they did win. It's fine. No hard feelings. We work in the same building. Which is weird because it could be this building. It could be my
your
house. So Jean, if you're ever in my house, just meet me in the kitchen for a coffee and we'll...
Chris has got a great bar in his house. You should hit that with him.
I have 2 bars in my house. That's
Oh,
how...
there you go. That's how dedicated he is to getting really drunk. So he's got an excuse for when he makes out with he/she's.
Exactly.